What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So Shinx Community Day is this weekend. Let's go through all the event details and then some tips and tricks for the event. Timestamps below as always. By the way, if you feel like I'm talking too fast or too slow in this video, feel free to change the speed of the video in the YouTube menu below. So we're using LeakDuck today, but Shinx Community Day is going to be November 21st, 11 AM to 5 PM local time. So wherever you live, that's going to be the time. We have a lot of bonuses during the event. First of all, Shinx will be spawning everywhere in the wild, taking up 95% of the spawns with a shiny rate of around 1 in 25. They're going to be quarter egg hatch distance. Incense will last 3 hours. Lures will last 3 hours. You'll get 3 times transfer candy, so you're gonna get 3 candies instead of 1 for transferring, and a 4 times chance of earning XL candy when transferring Pokemon, so you're gonna be getting a lot of XL candy when you transfer Pokemon. We will also be able to get up to 3 free raid passes by spinning gyms during the event and up to 2 hours after the event. Those are gonna be the local raid passes, so you have to be on the gym to use them. They are not the remote raid passes, but you can do up to 3 free raids. And trades made during the event and 2 hours after the event will require 25% less stars, so it will be cheaper. Also, if you evolve a Luxio into a Luxray during the event or 2 hours after the event, it will learn the exclusive move Psychic Fangs. This is a new move in Pokemon Go. Luxray is the first one learning it. We're going to talk about if that move is any good in a bit. There's also going to be exclusive special research story that you can buy for $1. It's going to have 4 pages, and you complete it, you'll get some extra Shinx, Luxio, Luxray encounters, and some items. You do not need to buy it to play the event. You can take up to 5 snapshots during the event in which you get photobombed by 5 Shinxes, in which Shinx will appear on the map. You get 5 extra free encounters, you could say. There's gonna be a one-time Community Day box in the shop for 1,280 Pokecoins featuring 50 Ultra Balls, 4 instances, 4 Star Pieces, and Elite Charge Sham. And there'll be a box in the shop to get you 30 free Ultra Balls at no extra cost. This is the Shinx family. If you don't know it, check it out right now. With the event details out of the way, let's get into the tips. There's a lot of them, starting with what are the 100% IVs for Shinx. There are 50 levels in Pokemon Go, and right here is all the CPs that will lead to a Shinx being 100% IV at each of these 50 levels. This chart is not very useful because we want to look at specific levels, since only specific level Pokemon you can really tell if it's 100% IV. First of all, if your Pokemon spawns in the wild and is not weather boosted, level 30 is going to be the highest level it can spawn in the wild. Shinx 100% IV at level 30 is going to be 751. So if the weather is anything but rainy weather, 751 is going to be 100% IV. However, if it is rainy weather, Shinx will be weather boosted. The highest level it can be is going to be an 813. Finally, when you get a Shinx from a research task encounter, it will be guaranteed to come at level 15. So 375 is going to be the 100% IV at level 15. So any Shinx you get through any research task during the day, looking for that 375. Other than that though, you can look at pretty much the level 1 all the way up to level 35 100% IVs, because those are all possible wild encounters. However, I want to note, even if you find a 425 CP, it's not guaranteed to be a level 17 100% IV. It could be a higher level Pokemon with worse IVs. Feel free to screenshot this chart if you want to have this on hand for the community. With the 100% IVs out of the way, let's talk about PVP IV. If you don't know, you want low attack, high defense, high stamina for PvP. I'm going to link a video up here and link below if you want to learn why that is. Why is that even true? But it is true. Let's go through what specific IV sets are going to be the best for the Great League, Ultra League, and Master League for Luxray. I'll link below this website if you want, but this is the best website to check what are the best PvP IVs. First, Luxray in the Great League, the rank 1 IVs is going to be a 0, 15, 12. However, as you can see, anything with low attack, high defense, high stamina will do you well for a Luxray in the Great League. As far as the Ultra League, it's going to be a 0, 15, 15 as the rank 1 IVs, but similar to the Great League, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina will do you amazing. Finally, in the Master League, 15, 15, 15 is going to be the best as always, so make sure you get that 100% IV. But in the Great League and Ultra League, just low attack, high defense, high stamina will do you well. You can even use an app like PokeGenie, which will check your IVs by scanning them in-app instead of having to compare all your IVs to this website. I'll leave a link below if you want to learn how to do that. Now, we know what the best IVs are for Great League and Ultra League and Master League, but is Luxray even good for those leagues? Is it even a meta Pokemon? Is it even worth getting? Check it out right now. Psychic Fangs in PvP does 40 damage and is guaranteed to lower the opposing Pokemon's defense, and in gyms and raids, it does 30 damage. It is pretty much a Poison Fang clone, which is that move on Nidoqueen that is super deadly. As far as raids go, Luxray is the number 15 overall Electric-type raid attack. Although it is not amazing, you can still use it as Electric-type raid attacker. However, it's still outclassed by a lot of Pokemon. Psychic Fangs won't make Luxray a good Psychic-type raid attacker, but Luxray is still a good Pokemon to grab if you want to use a very budget Electric-type count. Now let's talk about PvP. Luxray was not good in PvP before Psychic Fangs, and it still isn't very good. Ranked 259 in the Great League, 230 in the Ultra League, 117 in the Ultra League Premier Cup, 123 in the Master League, 139 in the Master League Classic, and 41 in the Master League Premier Classic. Luxray, unfortunately, is not going to be the best. Best in the Ultra League Premier Classic, Luxray actually can handle Pokemon like Metagross, Togekiss, Gyarados, Megazone, and Snorlax, however, still loses to some of the top meta. Running Spark, Wild Charge, and Psychic Fangs, Luxray has a good bait potential, and they can also hit hard with Wild Charge. I'm going to say Luxray is not going to be top meta. However, this doesn't mean you shouldn't get one. If a special cup were to come along in which a bunch of meta Pokemon Pokemon were banned, Luxray could have a lot of potential in the Great League or the Ultra League Special Cup with Psychic Fangs. I definitely recommend getting yourself one for the Great Ultra League and Master League. So yeah, looks like Luxray is unfortunately not going to be an amazing Pokemon even with Psychic Fangs in Pokemon Go. I just want to remind you though, make sure you get them because you never know, move updates could come in the future and Luxray could become absolutely meta in the Great Ultra or Master League. Also, Psychic Fangs looks like it could be an amazing move for Pokemon like Steelix and the Slowbro/Slowking family. So hopefully in the next season of GBL, Psychic Fangs does get added to new Pokemon in which new Pokemon can become meta. Okay, now let's talk about Mega Pokemon. If you don't know, if you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch is the same type as that Mega Pokemon, you will get 1 bonus candy for each Pokemon you catch at the same type. Shinx is an electric type Pokemon, so what Megas should we evolve to get extra Shinx candy during the community? We can evolve an Ampharos or a Manectric. Those are the 2 electric type Megas currently in the game, so evolving Ampharos or Manectric are going to be your go-to. If you don't have enough Mega Energy for Ampharos or Manectric and you have either one in your Pokedex, you can just walk any Pokemon from their evolutionary lines to get Mega Energy. And there is also a field research task you can get at Pokestops right now, which is use 10 super effective charge attacks for 20 Mega Manectric energy. So make sure you have enough Mega Ampharos or Mega Manectric energy to Mega Evolve your Pokemon during the community day. Start getting that ready now. Now, for the first time ever, we're getting 3 times transfer candy and 4 times chance of earning an XL candy when transferring Pokemon. We've never had these bonuses before. Now, obviously, you don't want to be spending half of the community day going through your Pokemon storage and transferring Pokemon slowly. So I want to make sure you guys are using tags during the community day. Now, what you guys want to do is come over here to your Pokemon storage and you're going to want to go through all of them. Usually I sort it by number and you're going to want to go through all your Pokemon and choose the ones you want to transfer. You can then go ahead and long select on all these Pokemon and then click the tag button. In here, you're going to create a new tag and you're going to call it like Shinx transfer or whatever some name you can recognize. Give it a color. I'll give mine yellow and then make sure you click the transfer, click the tag and then click done. Now, once community day starts, you can simply just come into your box, come over to tags, scroll down, find the tag. Where is it? And then click on one Pokemon, click select all, and at the bottom you can transfer all of them. Normally you'd probably have a lot of Pokemon in here, but you just want to go ahead and transfer them once the community day starts, so once it passes 11 a.m. local time on the Sunday. Question you guys might have is what Pokemon should I transfer? Well, with the 4 times chance of earning XL candy, make sure you're transferring legendary Pokemon, rare Pokemon like Larvitar, Riolu, any Pokemon that turns into a pseudo legendary, or pretty much any Pokemon that you've been meaning to transfer or get a lot of candy for. People might be like, what Pokemon should I transfer? How do I manage my storage? Well, I have a full great video on that, which you guys can watch after this. I'll link it up here and below if you want to check that out. Sorry, I'm linking away to a lot of videos, but there's just so much info that I can't all cover it in this video. And then on top of that, once you catch Shinxes during the day, if there are some bad ones that you're not going to trade or use later, transfer them as well, as you can get even more transfer candy as long as you transfer them before 7 p.m. local time. Okay, let's talk about eggs. The bonus for this event is going to be quarter egg hatch distance. So every egg you incubate will be quarter egg distance. Let's quickly look at the eggs. Which eggs are worth hatching during this event? Currently from 2Ks, these are the Pokemon hatching. 2Ks are not bad to hatch because they will be very easy and not a lot of walking to hatch. The only one I see worth it here is going to be Meditite and Drifloon for the XL candies for those PvP Medichams and Drifblooms. I think the 5-kilometer eggs might be one of the best to hatch. Sableye and Togepi are in there, which are 2 amazing hatches to get, so not terrible to hatch. Finally, 10Ks as well are very good to hatch. A lot of good Pokemon in here like Timber, Darumaka, Rufflet, Gumi, Axew, Riolu, Noibat. Also, there is the 12-kilometer eggs I forgot to mention. Not bad hatching the 12-kilometer eggs. They do get you the most Stardust, so it can be worth to get it. However, they are hard to restock because the only way you get them is if you have a free slot and you battle a Team Rocket leader. Definitely hatch those 12Ks if you have any, but if you don't stress too much. However, currently we also have these 7-kilometer GIF eggs. Now, the Diamond and Pearl event is going to be over once the community day starts, so you will no longer be able to get these eggs. However, I definitely recommend going into the event with 9 of these 7-kilometer eggs from this event. So make sure you open gifts and have 9 7-kilometer eggs for when Shinx community day starts, in which you can go ahead and hatch all of these eggs during the community day. However, once you chew through all of those, 5 and 10Ks are going to be the way to go, in my opinion. Now, we also have get up to 3 free raid passes from gyms during the event and 2 hours after the event. Now, these are going to be local raid passes, so people might be like, how do I actually raid? I don't have any people in my area to raid. I hear this all the time. They're in a rural area. No one can help them with raids. Well, if you don't know, Pokegenie, Pokebattler, and Pokeraid are 3 apps you can use to invite people to raids very easily and get remote raiders into your raid so they can help you take it down. So I'm going to leave a link below on a video on how to use those 3 apps and take down raids in your local area using remote raiders globally. I'm also going to link below a video on 5 Discords that do the exact same thing. So if you prefer to use Discord over those apps, you can check that out below as well. But make sure during the event or 2 hours after the event, make sure you use all these free raid passes you're getting, because that's going to be 3 free Cressalias since Cresselia is in raid right now, and that's 3 free shiny checks for a shiny Cresselia. However, note Cresselia is a pretty hard raid boss, so make sure you only attempt the raid if you have minimum 5 to 6 people, I would say, and you know, make sure they have good counters. Now let's talk about some medal tips. If you don't know to get from level 48 to 49, you need 35 platinum medals. You might be level 5 and say, oh, I'm so far away from that, but trust me, getting 35 platinum medals is very, very tough, and it's best to start now. Let's go through what are the best medals to grind during this event. First of all, Shinx are going to be spawning everywhere in the wild, so if you don't have your rocker medal, which is catch 2,500 electric type Pokemon, make sure you catch as many Shinxes as you need to complete this medal. Also, the picnicker medal requires you to use a lure module to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. We do have 3-hour lure modules during this event, so I recommend going to the busiest area in your region and dropping lures once the community day starts. Since the busy area is where everyone will be playing, everyone will be catching Pokemon off of your lures, in which you will get this medal faster. I also recommend using a magnetic lure during this event because magnetic lure boosts electric type spawns, in which they will be boosting Shinx spawns. Not only are they boosting electric type spawns, but also magnetic and those premium lures, those 3, do spawn faster than the original purple lure, so you're going to be getting more spawns off your magnetic lure. So it's probably better to use a magnetic lure than a purple lure during this event. However, purple lures still work. Finally, the cameraman medal requires you to have 400 surprise encounters in Go Snapshot. You are getting 5 free snapshot encounters during this event, so make sure you do all 5 because normally you only get 1 snapshot a day. So doing 5 in one day will definitely put a chunk towards this cameraman medal. Now let's quickly talk about some incense tips. We do have 3-hour instances, and I definitely recommend using 2 incenses during the event to last the whole 6 hours so you get more Shinx spawns. However though, if you're going to use incense and you want to evolve a Spritzy, make sure you have a Spritzy as your buddy. If you don't know to evolve Spritzy into Aromatisse, you need Spritzy as your buddy and you need to use an incense. Also, you can actually stack up to 24 hours of incense during the event. I actually saw this tip from the trainer club, so credit to him for this idea. But since incenses last 3 hours, you can technically use 8 incenses. 8 times 3 is going to be 24 hours of incense. So near the end of the event, go ahead and use 8 incenses and you'll have incense for the next 24 hours, since instead of using the 24 incenses you'll need for 24 hours of incense, you're only using 8. Finally, there's actually a way to refresh your incense spawns faster, since sometimes the game doesn't refresh the game board and incense spawns don't appear as fast as they should. Check out this video on how to do it. So usually when you're opening an incense box, the actual spawn rate of the Pokemon is a lot faster than the refresh rate of the incense to show you that new Pokemon. Let me show you how to speed it up. First, let's look at a regular incense spawn here. After catching the last Pokemon, it disappears, and then I have to wait several seconds before the next Pokemon appears between those 2 spawns. Quick way to fix this is if when the first Pokemon disappears, go into your friends list, load your friends list, and then leave it, and it'll instantly refresh the game and spawn in your new Pokemon. So yeah, that's how you refresh your incense faster and get more incense spawn. People have told me this doesn't work, this is patched plenty of times, but trust me, this is not patched. I do it every day. What you might be experiencing is that the spawn hasn't actually refreshed in the background and you're refreshing it too fast. So just keep refreshing the friends list multiple times until the spawn appears. Coming down to the end of it, I quickly want to talk about trading for Luckies after community day. If you guys don't know, when you trade a Pokemon, there's around a 5% chance that a Pokemon actually goes lucky. So I recommend after community day, taking all your Shinxes, finding a friend, finding a random trainer on the street and saying, hey, you guys want to do some trades, and then trading 100 Shinxes or as many as you can do to try to get some lucky Shinxes. Lucky Shinxes will be cheaper to power up and will have generally high IVs, since the minimum of IVs it can be is going to be 12, 12, 12. Once you do those trades, by the way, remember guys, transfer Shinxes if you can during the community day if you want to get more candy, since we do have those transfer bonuses. Also, it's going to be 25% less Stardust to do trades. So not only will doing all those trades be cheaper, but also if you're going to do a special trade during the day, you're going to be getting it for cheap. If you're going to be doing a special trade with a best friend and one of the Pokemon is unregistered in the Pokédex, it's generally going to cost you 40,000 Stardust. However, during this community day, it's only going to be 30,000 Stardust. So I definitely recommend, if you have some lucky friends, to line up a lucky trade in which you guys are both going to be getting unregistered Pokemon, specifically unregistered shiny Pokemon. You can get that for cheaper. You can even trade with a good, great, or ultra friend if you want. Those trades will get more expensive even with the reduced Stardust cost. Just line up a lucky trade during the community day, definitely recommend it. Finally, let's go through some quick general tips for the community day, but this goes for all events. First of all, make sure you use the quick catch technique, which allows you to skip the catching animation. I'll leave a link below to a 1-minute video explaining how to do this. And on top of that, use AR mode, which will allow you to catch Pokemon even faster with the quick catch, since you won't have to wait for the initial Pokemon appearing. Also, make sure you have a buddy that's at least a great buddy level equipped in your buddy slot. This means that it can do the catch assist, which is that bounce back your buddy does, giving you extra chances to catch Shinxes if you miss a throw. Don't spin stops or catch Pokemon before 11 a.m. unless you're moving. If you catch Pokemon in your vicinity or spin stops and complete field research tasks in your vicinity before 11 a.m., once 11 a.m. switches and the community day starts, those Pokemon will no longer be there, so they will no longer switch into Shinxes, and those field research tasks will no longer switch into exclusive Shinx field research tasks. So you have to move somewhere else. So I definitely recommend going to an area, waiting till 11 a.m. and then starting to play, because then you're not missing out on possible shinies and 100% IVs that could have been there, but you caught them before the event started. With that being said, guys, that is pretty much all the tips. As always, I am not not perfect, so feel free to comment below your tips or any tips that could help people out. And also, if you're watching this video, go down below to check out people's comments because there might be tips in there that could be very valuable to you. Really appreciate y'all watching, guys. We're gonna see y'all in the next one. A follow for more tips. Peace.